everybody, welcome back to the SaltyyShow, and welcome back to our Hungarian Let's Play on Total War Attila with the wonderful Medieval Kingdoms 1212 AD Overhaul Mod, Episode 9. Hope you guys are doing well today. If you're all, like and subscribe as always. But without further ado, guys, we're going to get right into it. And first and foremost, for all the videos I'm doing now, I would like to just put out there, I got a new headset, so things are going to be a little different. Let me know if anything sounds wonky with the audio, but other than that, I think we're good to get right in it. I'm going to turn up the audio just a little bit. I've been messing around with the settings because I can kind of hear myself more, so I can judge my voice. Hopefully it's a good improvement. Fingers crossed. My Imperator episode sounded pretty good, so I hope it sounds good to you guys too. But let me know in the comments below, obviously. And in the last episode, a quick feedback. We did secure Wallachia. I'm not sure what's going on with the YouTube algorithm right now, but that poor episode just did not do well. It was a good one, though, if you haven't seen it, but we did secure Wallachia. We've secured our borders. We're kind of precariously watching the Austrians, but we do have trade and non-aggression with them, I believe, now. Yes, we have trade and a non-aggression pact. So it would be quite rude of them, per se, to do that. We've also established more diplomatic ties, forging a defensive alliance with the Empire of Impetus, and a royal marriage with the Republic of Genoa, who is currently really the biggest contender for dominance of Italy. They have quite a few things here that they could do. Their biggest adversaries, obviously, are going to be the other communes, but they're standing to dominate Italy. Meanwhile, Bulgaria is mustering their forces in the south, and I think we are going to stick to it, potentially, and try to push across the Danube, perhaps. Well, actually, we might piece them out. If I remember the comments of the last episode, perhaps we should push north, and I do actually agree with that. I almost misspoke. What we're going to do is try to piece out Bulgaria.
Do not waste
and they do
time on
accept.
pleasantries and babble.
They'll actually take trade as
Speak
well.
what you must and be done.
Let's extort them for money. Oh wow, they really don't think they can beat us. Okay, what about just 7 grand flat, my friend?
Our favor and friendship is rarely expressed in such golden terms.
There you go. Oh, okay.
Our favor and friendship is rarely expressed in such golden terms.
I'd rather forge a trade agreement, because that means we could make a little bit more. They would be making more than us. Or we would. One of the two. Okay, they're being real iffy for some reason. Here, we'll just do this. 6,300. We've established trade and we gained some money out of them. So that's going to let us secure our southern border for a little bit. We're going to leave the kingdom or the Empire of Empress to fend for themselves. I don't think they're in a horrible spot. Fingers crossed they can survive. But we do have more pressing issues across the realm. We need to stabilize Targovist, and we need to worry about the north, as we are at war with Poland and their ally Lithuania. So trying to establish, perhaps, I think establishing a vassal state here would be good, a buffer state, if we can do that. That's going to be the goal for the coming episodes, as long as nothing else changes. So without further ado, politically, our king is growing old. I'm going to get him to start embezzling funds, spending his influence so we don't lose that. And also, we're going to try and use our wife here to diminish the popularity of Bertold Arpad, so that when the heir takes the throne, his really low influence hopefully won't diminish anything. Trying to plan ahead. But I do think we're ready to end the turn, and we're going to go ahead and, well, see what happens, honestly. So we did get a couple of alliance or diplomatic offers, non-aggression pacts with a couple kingdoms, but they asked us to pay them, and I don't think we're in a state to where we need to be paying anybody. We do have some raiding going on. Kiev is gone. That is interesting. Some demolition. Noble Birth, Taksoni. Wallachia is suffering a food shortage, and we have a turnabout. Through an impressive feat of confusion, rumors have been spread as you requested. However, the trail leads back to your agent instead of the target. Oh, well, so our wife is not the best at sowing. Vindication minus 15 gained out of favor. Let it be known that the rumors are false. This is but a misunderstanding. Condemnation. Let me know that such deplorable actions. 30 influence for Gertrude, 10 for Andras. Or forget it, we would lose a little bit of control. I don't think so. We need vindication. Refute the claims. Defend your wife. I don't think Andras would let her. And he gained out of favor. Very nice. And we did appropriate some funds. Not a lot, but we did get some. So we are being raided. Oh, of course. Of course. The AI is being rather cheeky. Rather cheeky and raiding as close to the border as I can. How dare they? How dare they indeed. Thankfully, it's not really impacting anything. And I did change this, by the way. Thank you for the name suggestion below. They did go with a cavalry guard. I do think we're going to use this army for that, but for now, I've just adjusted it to be the border guard. I think that would work a little better. But I do plan on incorporating cavalry contingencies. Meanwhile, so Targovis is on the border. We could turn this Transylvanian province into a city now instead of a fort. And I think we might want to do that, a walled city. It would grant... We would lose the public order, but would immediately grant us more wealth, I believe. And I think it makes sense as our borders expand. We don't need as many castles. Plus, we're not recruiting anything from this settlement anyways. Our available manpower is just not there. So I think converting this to a walled city would be a good idea. While we convert this to a fort. I mean, it's either a fort or a donated fief. I think I'd prefer the fort considering we're on the border. And then immediately we can go in for... We are suffering food issues, so we'll grab a field. And then probably a... If I had to guess, what is our population looking like? 20,000. Okay, so we have a lot more manpower here. So we could actually do some good recruiting from here. We could actually, you know, possibly do that. So let's go ahead and grab, I think, the blacksmith so that we can get that recruitment cost down, and that will help us in our future wars pushing across the Danube. I guess for now we can go ahead and disband that guy. We don't need him. Yeah, that manpower is so much better compared to Transylvania. Okay, Austria, you're starting to worry me just a little bit. How bad is this gonna get if we leave? 13, that's fine. Let's garrison Veszprém here. We don't want to lose that. We don't need to lose our capital. Doesn't need to be, or our big money center doesn't need to be lost. We are gonna have Bela's army somewhat full-fledged, ready to go to distribute amongst the men. Now that I'm looking at it as well, we might need to establish a governorship here. As much as we don't want to, I think we're going to have to. And bring in a new man, and I think it's going to be Gabriel Festis, and he's going to go for Wallachia. I do apologize, everybody. They are freaking out, and I never know why, but there they go. Thankfully, I planned ahead. They're outside because I have the door open, so I'm kind of smart sometimes. So orthodoxy, religion is going to be the biggest issue, so let's go ahead and cut that in half. Here we go, yep. We'll give some religious tolerance while we build that province up.
Commander, we hunger for battle.
We'll keep the king there for now, but he can't stay for long. Meanwhile, we're sitting at 11,000. I think we're doing fine on armies. We'll need to redistribute some of them soon.
Orders, Commander. At your command.
I'd like to get some... Well, we're about to lose even more income from that catapult, so we'll hold off. I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and... Oof, 9,000. That is expensive. We could do this. It's going to decrease our state religion even more. But that extra money would be really nice. Ooh, we could go over here and work on Slavonia. I'm going to actually try and remember what we were going to build in Slavonia before I spend that money. Same goes for Transylvania. I'm not going to spend money if I don't know where I'm supposed to be putting it. I actually think Vesprin would be the place to build the market square. Yeah, we're going to do that. And then we're going to end the turn. I'm going to try and remember what I was hoping to build in some of these provinces, everybody. But let's find out what happens. So it turns out, in all my wisdom, I did not know what I was going to build here when I decided to approve of this construction of the city square. So we are going to... I've been looking over this for a minute. We're going to build a tavern to get some public order. It is going to issue... It's going to create some squalor issues. But I really want assassins and spies. So we're going to do that. And in the inevitable future, I'm actually going to try and convert this to a Catholic priory or just get rid of the church altogether. We really don't need churches in some of these areas anymore. We can have better public order buildings. Churches were just forego the easiest thing to build off the bat. So that is going to be a long-term change. Speaking of long-term changes, the garrison of Splint would hold for the most part. I think now we've got 4 catapults. We could create 4 armies with that. So I think we're in... I mean, it's only 100. We don't really have the... Well, 100 would mean 100 less maintenance. So we'll go ahead and destroy that. How is the garrison looking? We do have a lot of manpower here. So perhaps we'll keep this. Because they do stack, obviously. So we're not losing out on... Oh, never mind. They don't stack. Really? They don't stack. I guess maybe they do, but you have to go down the right chain, perhaps. Well, that's the case. We're definitely going to destroy that to unlock the spear sergeants and the swordsmen again. Because we don't need any more catapults. 4 catapults in this one army is a lot of overkill, but obviously we are changing that up. We are going to get it, I think, the best. So 4 turns, 1 turn, 18 military presence. I really want... Let's move Sal here.
Ready for further orders.
Move you to Belgrade.
Ready for orders.
You'll garrison Targovis.
Words are yours. My journey begins. Ready.
And hopefully you're going to help this province out. Meanwhile,
Can I serve you?
you're doing a really good job spreading religion, but we don't...
My wits and words are
I don't think we need you up here anymore. Characters providing 6, that's great. We actually, really, we need you more in Pex.
I should have worn different sandals.
Yeah, there we go. That's good. So we're going to reposition some of our priests. We might actually send both of them down to Targovis because of how unhappy they are. But for now, let's continue the march towards Splint to pick up some catapults from the air. He doesn't need 4 of them. But I think Poland, we cannot see their army anymore, but we're going to keep our army at Vesprin. We can reach Eastergom if need be. And it does have a little garrison of its own. Now, Alexandria, it's still Alexandrian down here. It's still doing what it needs to do.
Ready for orders.
I'm almost tempted to get rid of the army entirely to save some cash.
At once.
Yeah, it's not really gonna matter too much, and it would save quite a bit. So let's go ahead and get rid of them. He's gonna sail home. Kalman's Egyptian holdings are great. We're gonna leave it in control of the governor Bertok. Oh yeah, he's the most influential governor in Alexandria. That's great, having the most influential guy down there. Unfortunately, our ally Empress, it does look like they're going to fall. I was wrong. Their army didn't stand a chance, apparently, and it looks like they're not too long for this world. But, I mean, fortunately, that doesn't really matter to us too much just yet. I'm more worried about Venice, but we're gonna find out what happens, I guess. Interesting development in the year 1239 winter. Eastergom is once again at threat, but not from the Poles, not who we expected actually. It's at threat from the Lithuanians. The Grand Duchy of Lithuania has marched so far to besiege our capital, and they definitely do have the option to do so. So with that in mind, I would most like our capital be defended way more than Veszprém. It would give us time to at least go back and forth where we need to. Meanwhile, nothing happened of note other than we did have some noble births, which is great. A couple foreign wars that don't matter to us. And there was actually the Holy Roman Empire secession. Oh, all the way back up here. So I guess it's going to the HRE.
I welcome you on behalf of the people and give ear to your words.
They won't trade, but trade did open with quite a few people. I'm going to see if I can get more trade with them. Other than that, our king has got a full stack. The 1st Hungarian Legion is sitting at a pretty good height. We've got 3 calf, 2 catapult units, 5 crossbows, 5 swords, and 4 spear sergeants. I think, guys, we're sitting pretty good, honestly. Like, we're doing pretty good. Our king, Andras, sits atop an army that is extremely well equipped, I think, to deal with any army that we're going to encounter. So with that, we are also securing Targovist, Wallachia, still suffering a little bit of public order, but once we get that settlement or the fort in there as well, I think it's gonna change things around. Meanwhile, I do want to take a look. I'm certain they're gonna besiege the capital, so we're not gonna worry about that just yet. And we don't actually have the cash. We're just a little shy of the cash that we need, which is a little unfortunate, but that's fine. I'm gonna look at establishing trade agreements, but everybody, let's see what Lithuania does here. So, the change of fates, just a little bit. They kind of didn't take the bait and besiege the capital. They did go for the easier target of Veszprém itself, a city nonetheless. But thankfully, our king should be able to get in range, and we'll have the border guard ready to help him out. So I think the Lithuanians might have set themselves up for failure. But first and foremost, let's take a look. Ooh, they've gone to war. They're just a little stone's throw away. Y'all have fun at that. Wow, y'all are decked out in black. Jesus Christ. Veszprém, Bulgaria, and the Empire of Nicaea are at it. We did lose the Empire of Empress. That is truly unfortunate. We don't have very many friends, but oh well. He gained a rank, the governor of Wallachia. Wallachia is stabilizing now, thankfully. And the 6th Crusade. The Pope has formally declared the beginning of the Holy Crusade. The armies of Christian will depend. So, the 6th Crusade has begun. Sicily is no more, and neither is Empress. So, Sicily. Who took out Sicily? If I had to guess. Oh no, the Canton did. Wow, that is quite the border gore. So, the Crusade for Jerusalem has begun. We just disbanded the fucking army in Alexandria. We don't even have the cash, I think, to get to push there, unfortunately. So I don't know how much help we might sit. We might sit the Sixth Crusade out. We have a lot of internal affairs to deal with. King Andros is getting pretty old. He's 63. I don't think he's gonna... He doesn't have much time to deal with a continent away of problems. He wants to stabilize his realm as much as he can for his son, Bela, to take over. Now, Bela, he might join the crusade. I doubt it. But the kingdom needs stabilization first and foremost. And immediately... Why can't... You better not already be on a crusade.
Ready for orders.
No, you're not. Okay, cool. I was like, sir. I was gonna worry for a second. But we are going to force march.
Get moving, you wretches.
If they decide to attack Vespernin, the king will come to their aid. Poland, though, is on their way as well. So we're going to need to keep this army here at Vespernin, or at Eastergom, to defend the capital. And in fact, I mean, we've got... It'd be a full stack defending the capital. We could recruit more. We're going to lose income there. Let's go ahead and disband the cav here to save some cash. I'm not getting rid of the catapults because obviously we just dismantled them. Other than that, though, I want to make sure we could try to tax more. We could try to tax more. How's that gonna affect Panoia? Let's go figure. Go figure. We could take it. We could take the increased tax rate for a minute. A war tax, per se. A war tax is what we'll call it. We do have a governor here. You need to change that. We don't need armor. Tax rate. And, okay, we will give you armor for that. We could continue increasing his authority, but we'll also do tax rate because that's going to set him in the positive. I'm not going to cut out this intern because I think we're going to have a battle. I don't think they're going to wait. Though they might actually break off now that the king's there. I don't think they can ambush us, though. Okay, Poland's got 2 armies. Okay, well, it looks like actually might be 3. I see two shields in the distance near the mountains. I believe these are the Carpathian. No, they're not the Carpathian. Let me know in the comments below. Are these the Carpathian Mountains or not? Let's take a look. Oh, wow. Okay, yep. Oh, wait a minute. Ayyubids. The Canton's gone to war to England. Ayyubid, yeah. So they've all joined. Ooh, the Republic of Pisa has emerged. Oh, in common, they've had a noble birth, defamation, and unscrupulous rival has spread rumors. Pay him off or ignore it. No, pay him off. Let's start burning through Andros's influence before he passes. Our income is skyrocketing back up thanks to some heavier tax rates that we can for now. Okay, I see what's happened. Lithuania has moved to link up with Polish armies. This is growing rather large. That is a sizable concern. Because they could, in theory... Oh, if we lose... we were so close. If we swap this, we're gonna lose the garrison. We're gonna lose Hungarian knights and spear sergeants.
We hunger for battle.
Son of a gun. Splint. Is Splint defended enough to move?
At your command. Faster, curse you all.
I think it is. Let's go ahead and get our forces moving. Or our air moving. to
I want hourly patrols.
Transylvania. We can't hire any mercenaries, so then there's no point to stop.
You will march till your feet bleed.
Yeah, continue marching.
Get moving, you wretches.
Now, you could move up here. Alright, so what are we going to gain from this? Wealth from commerce and industry. Sanitation's going to change just a little bit. Road development, commercial buildings. We don't have any commercial buildings here just yet. We truly don't have anything here that's industry. Recruitment cost for cannons. That is duly noted. We do have a city square that we could change. The sheep herder. I think we're gonna get... Unfortunately, this place has a dispersed population. And it's very low density, meaning we don't have a lot of wealth. So it's like, you cannot recruit out of it, and you cannot, like, you can't do anything out of it. It's unfortunate. I do think this place is at risk far more. Let's actually go down here. Let's just stop taxing Targovis for now. Everywhere else, Panoia is due to devastation. Well, that's due to taxes, my bad. But they should fix itself. You're only a -1, so I'm not super worried about you. So we're gonna keep taxing the way we are for now. And okay, so they can't. You guys aren't in forced march. Duly noted. So they could besiege us next turn. So let's grab units that I know are going to hopefully help us. And I think we'll save the money to recruit with the heirs army. They could technically besiege Pex. I think what we're going to do, though, is move the king here.
Would that I were as swift as the angels. You may as well
Go ahead and fortify. So we'll have this. We have a strong force here. I'm thinking that they're gonna push. They're gonna try and spill into Pex, our center regions. We really need our. Man, we need everybody. Everybody on the front lines fast. We need them now. Let's unassigned skill for a governor. Get some authority. And we're going to continue rolling. This is interesting. War is breaking out. We have the northern barbarians are spilling through our lands. Okay, Poland pulled back. Lithuania did what I expected. They're going to besiege Transylvania. We might actually get the garrison still, now that I think about it. I wonder if it converted or if it stopped the conversion due to the siege. So we might still have the garrison. If we have the garrison, I'm very confident in our defensibility of Transylvania. Our border guard gained a rank. Get some authority and a little bit of cunning. There you go, buddy. Poland is actually pulled back. They have abandoned their dear ally. And they did. It let us keep it. Then, yeah, I mean, I really think we could take it. I think we could almost sally out and take them.
On the move. Your next command.
Now.
At your command. We hunger for battle.
How big of a...
At your command. March. Make haste, men.
I am cheesing the system just a little bit.
That I were as swift as the angels.
I'm not stupid.
On the move.
I'd almost bet money they've...
Make haste, men.
Maybe they haven't.
Get the stakes up.
These guys are in range, so we're going to fortify. We're We're going to fortify the lot there, the mountain pass, because they don't come this way. It's only this way.
Commander,
And I do
At
think
your
we are
command.
going to...
to battle!
Damn.
Commander,
Ready for orders. Ready for
Should have
battle.
known they were going to run. Should have
at your
known.
command.
We cannot follow this
Yeah,
order.
let's get you placed in there. Let's get you there.
We hunger for battle.
We can't take this army on, unfortunately,
At your command.
with mercenaries. So we're going to have
We
to
hunger
just...
for battle.
Commander,
We're gonna have to just, unfortunately, take the
you may as well get comfy, men.
struggle. And yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. Literally,
Are you ready to serve?
there's no manpower in Transylvania. That is so unfortunate. All right. So I'm really thinking we're gonna have a pretty big fucking battle here in the mountain pass. They're gonna, I bet money they're going to try and attack
Ready
us.
for battle. At your command.
They're definitely gonna. I really do think Andros.
Commander,
We might have put
your
ourselves in a
command.
bit of a pickle. I'd rather get some good knights in this force. Yeah. Soldiers and Cuman Lancers. Because I do think they're going to attack us, and unfortunately I think the Lithuanians are going to try and pull back and help. We have fortified, though. And now they're going to continue running. Wow, the Polish do not want to fight us. I wonder if they're almost about to try and go all the way around at this point. But we've cut off Lithuania's retreat unless they go through this mountain. But I don't even know if they can or not. So we're going to have to find out. See what Poland does. They're just playing hopscotch for now. Noble birth, unfortunately. Wow, born and died in the same year. New pope was elected and Sal gained rank. Actually, reset that. Give me 2 cunning. Okay, so they've fortified in the mountains of Transylvania for the winter.
we hunger for battle.
I swear we were
At your command.
recruiting, but apparently not.
Commander,
They've
We
somewhat...
hunger for battle. Commander,
I'm thinking we need to pressure the assault.
ready for battle.
They have a lot of mercenaries here. Yeah, it doesn't look like they can go around easily. The Duchy of Silesia borders
At your
them.
command. On the move.
We didn't lose very many.
Fortifications ready. Commander,
We are pressing the assault.
march. You may as well get comfy, men.
King Andras and Elmer Alba
Orders.
are going to push the assault while the air deals with the Lithuanians. We've kind of cornered them for the most part, so I'm not super worried about that.
We hunger for battle.
I think we could almost take them.
ready for battle. We hunger for battle.
Let's get... maybe not the mercenary Cuman archers.
For death.
Let's try it. Yeah, they're gonna run. But I do think that puts... it does. Okay, so...
Commander, at once.
I don't think we're gonna...
Destroy them.
I don't think we're gonna have to fight this. No, I don't think we are.
Roar!
I think we're good to auto-resolve, thankfully. And we are going to do an aggressive stance. I mean, we could fight this. We could fight it. You know what? Why not? I want to fight this. I think I want to fight this. 3,900, they've got some really strong spearmen. Let us get into the battle and see how good I do against, let's see, skirmisher cav, nobles, Ruthians, Lithuanians and militia spearmen. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Let's find out on the battlefield. Hey everybody, and welcome to the battlefield. In today's battle, we are going against some poor skirmisher cav right now, using our mercenaries to great effect as we try to stop their ability to run with their skirmishers. They do have some noble cav that we're going to need to deal with. But thankfully the Lithuanians are pretty, I mean, based off the campaign map, they are caught in quite the pincer maneuver here. Our garrison from the town is slowly making their way to aid in the assault, led by the governor. Meanwhile, the heir and his force are making their ways down from the mountain pass, full and ready to go, and ready to use these brand new catapults that Bela has ordered the construction of. Meanwhile, though, all the glory right now is going to the general here involved in the onslaught, the slaughter of their cavalry and their ranged contingency here, as we really mop up their left flank.
The enemy have rallied their units.
Rallying is a bigger issue, unfortunately, as the enemy do keep coming back, but thankfully we are really able to slaughter their skirmishers. Oh yeah, just like that. And we're gonna run them down. Unfortunately, one of our Croatian knights sadly doesn't get the memo, and they're trying to get out of here, but they are being harassed, which is why I'm sending them towards the garrison line here, or the... Oh, that isn't that lovely, but we have pulled them back. We're trying to save them, while the left flank was a utter success. We're mopping up anything that remains of them, and the enemy is pretty surrounded. The king, or the Grand Duke's bodyguard, he's not sure what to do. But they're trying. I love the design of the horses and stuff. They look really cool. I love the big thick hooves. Our men don't. Well, these are mercenaries. My bad. These are the mercenary Kuman Lancers. Our general does have those more sturdier horses as we chase them away. Unfortunately, the AI is trying to skirmish our main lines here to very little effect. Our men are going to take the brunt of this while we start to just deal with them with our skirmisher mercenaries and just slaughter the poor guys. Skirmishing a front line, not a good idea, but it is actually pulling the enemy towards our garrison, which was somewhat not planned, as this is probably the weakest link. But in Spear Wall, they should be able to put up a sizable defense, not to mention our crossbowmen are going to really do a number. Oh yeah, before these archers can get anything off, our crossbowmen are going to really lay into them. Really, the blood on the snow, the downtrodden soldiers. I was kind of worried about preemptive assault here from these Lithuanian axemen. I do love getting a good look at these units here. The AI, though, surrounded on all points, really struggles. And these Croatian knight cavalry, they do mess up. They do get involved in something that they can't handle, and unfortunately, they're gonna pay the price. This is where skirmisher cav really come in handy, and I do apologize because the way she goes, I'm sorry about that. She did this in the replay, or not in the replay. She did this in the battle too, where she would freak out halfway through. But we are gonna pressure them and actually make them engage us. Because for now, the AI is kind of like, it's trying to get out of the box that we're setting up for it, and we really don't want them. So we are going to engage them with our militia. Now, our spearmen should put up a decent defense. I'm sure the Lithuanian axemen are pretty good, but our militia spear and spear wall should hold long enough for us to reorganize our forces, put the pressure on from over here, and for the big contender here, move our cavalry forward and mop up their middle line, while our crossbowmen are going to target the Grand Duke himself and really make him regret getting close to our line. He's also going to engage our spearmen as we were moving into position, which was a poor idea. Because the Grand Duke is not going to survive this engagement, either from spear or from crossbow bolt. He will fall. Oh yeah, you can see the slaughter, the utter devastation that is ongoing here. Yes, the calmness of the battle. We do have a tiny little engagement up here as well. Our Moldavian warriors are dealing with some levy spearmen, trying to escape. The poor peasants don't know what's hit them. Fortunately for us, though, they're just as scattered as their brain as they are contending with us on all fronts. Our cavalry is going to go in and mop up the Grand Duke's bodyguard. Meanwhile, our general one of our generals. Ooh, that was a good strike on that was a good javelin throw from these Lithuanian axemen. But our cavalry are going to come in here and try to deal with any sort of ranged contingency that they have. Are they actually shooting a bow or an arrow?
Our men flee the field of battle.
What are you waiting on?
This is a shameful display.
They are, okay.
Their
Unfortunately,
general is dead.
yeah, the general was going to get slaughtered. We knew that. It's going to start causing mass rout issues as we crossbow into their side here too. Unfortunately, the auto-resolve, or well, fortunately, the auto-resolve was extremely correct, and this army did not stand a chance. Like, truthfully, not a chance at all. I'm going to have our general in here just slaughter the poor archer peasants and deal with them as we mop up the last little bit of their main line here. Yes, it was a gross slaughter. I was kind of worried we were going to lose our garrison for a second. If the AI had pressured correctly, we would have, but the resistance is futile. The Lithuanian slaughter. Oh, there's the epic music. Literally, it's not been going on for the whole battle, and now they've decided to start playing the cool battle music. That is hilarious. At the end of the battle, too. We are going to mop them up. I'm going to make sure we slaughter this force, but a quick little battle, that's kind of what makes Total War unique, so I figured we should have one. Victory is ours, and that is going to be the end of the replay. I'm going to run down everybody, but I'm going to see you guys on the campaign map. Glorious battle that was. I'm glad I fought that. We did end up losing most of this one Croatian knight unit. That sucks for them. But I do think we are going to take on warriors probably just to get that replenishment back. Lithuania is going to run. Thankfully, though, we can chase them down and slaughter the rest. Showing what happens when they mess with Poland. No, when they side with Poland.
Ready for battle.
Good job, good job. So that southern problem has been dealt with, which is great. It means we can get rid of all these mercenaries. Why don't you just garrison there for now? The force did level up. I'm thinking let's grab that extra morale, and let's just do double morale. And Sal himself leveled up. Excuse me, we're gonna grant him authority. Maybe a bit of zeal? Let's just do authority, more authority.
We hunger for battle.
And you're kind of just stuck in the fort, but we'll send you back. Bela, my dear friend Bela, the heir to the throne, he's gonna grab the personal influence. He needs that more than anything. Good job, good job. So the south is secured. Lithuania has been beaten back. And I wonder, in fact, would they accept peace?
I have little gain in wasting the day on you.
They
What you say
would,
had better please my ears.
but they're not willing to pay anything for it. Basically, their expedition into our lands was a failure, so they would contemplate peace, but we don't threaten their lands, so they're not really in any sort of... Okay, now wait a minute. What just happened here? Why did all the wealth shoot up? We're not losing... This might change next turn. We're not losing our bonuses right now, but I'm okay with that if they want to keep that.
Commander.
All right. So, the north, we've pushed... we're safe. I am kind of worried that our southern border and our western border are completely exposed right now. But it's gonna be something that we deal with later on. Catholicism is swiftly on the rise. That's great. So we won't need that for much longer. We could we'll probably send the priest if he lives long enough. We'll send him up to Moldavia to help there. Meanwhile, though, we don't have any abilities to recruit anything we'd want here. So let's hold off on doing any of that.
We hunger for battle.
We could grab some more mercenaries, and I think that is what we're gonna do. Having a mercenary army will help us deal with their full stacks, as they do have some mercenaries themselves. And then a lot of levy spears in an army. So who knows which one's better, but we're going to find out probably in the next episode, everybody, because that is where I'm going to leave today's. We did have a lovely little battle. I hope y'all enjoyed it. And if you did, like and subscribe as always. He gained a nice little fear trait there. Like and subscribe as always. And remember the like goal. We'll do 10 this episode if y'all can hit it. And hopefully the YouTube gods give this video a bit more of a chance than it did the last one. But I've been your host, Salty. I hope the audio sounds good, and I can't wait to catch you guys in the next video. And hopefully where we deal with the Polish scourge, the Polish problem, and take Krakow from us, or from them. But I can't wait to see you on the next episode and see what happens. But without further ado, hope you all have a great day. Peace out, everybody.